John Byrne's career is filled with iconic moments, from revitalizing Fantastic Four to shaping the definitive She-Hulk, but his most enduring legacy may well lie in the world of mutants. During his time working alongside writer Chris Claremont on the Uncanny X-Men, Byrne helped elevate the franchise from near cancellation to must-read territory. Among all the arcs Byrne worked on, one stands above the rest: Days of Future Past, a story that condensed dread, hope, and tragedy into just 2 powerhouse issues. Byrne's contributions to Marvel didn't begin with the X-Men. Initially breaking into comics through Charlton and early Marvel work like Marvel Team-Up, Byrne quickly established himself as a rising star. But it was in 1977, when he joined the Uncanny X-Men with Claremont and inker Terry Austin, that his artistry and storytelling reached new heights. With the Dark Phoenix saga already under their belt, the trio set out to do something radically different, and thus, Days of Future Past was born. A future no one expected. The Uncanny X-Men number 140 opens with a sharp tonal shift. Gone is the familiar, colorful world of superheroes, replaced by a devastated future where mutants are hunted like animals. Readers are introduced to Kate Pryde, a hardened, older version of Kitty Pryde, as she trudges through a demolished New York City. The setting isn't just dystopian, it's hopeless. In this alternate 2013, mutants live in internment camps, sentinels patrol the streets, and most superheroes are dead. Byrne's stark visuals communicate this despair with brutal clarity. Graves of beloved characters and the on-panel death of Franklin Richards give the future setting a haunting gravity. It's world-building through trauma, with every page heavy with consequence. The premise is deceptively simple. Kate's mind is sent back in time to her younger self to prevent the assassination of Senator Kelly, the event that sparked this grim timeline. It's a sci-fi conceit wrapped around a deeply personal, character-driven story, anchored by Kitty Pryde, the youngest and least experienced member of the X-Men. The present as a fragile hope. In contrast to the hopeless future, the present timeline feels jarringly bright. Byrne uses this tonal whiplash to drive home the stakes. Kitty is inexperienced and overwhelmed, far from the composed Kate we've just met. Watching her awkwardly try to warn the X-Men of what's to come offers both levity and tension. What makes this arc sing isn't just the ticking clock narrative, it's the dynamics between characters. Wolverine's instant belief in Kitty's story showcases his growing bond with her. Storm's conflict between compassion and ruthlessness mirrors her future self's moral decay. Even the Brotherhood of Mutants, while technically the villains, are portrayed with internal friction that hints at a deeper complexity. Byrne's action sequences during the climactic battle between the X-Men and the Brotherhood are electric. But it's the quieter moments, Nightcrawler sensing a connection with Mystique, Professor X questioning the nature of time and reality, that leave the most lasting impression. A story without easy answers. What truly elevates Days of Future Past is its ending. The assassination is prevented, but not without consequence. Senator Kelly, though alive, is more convinced than ever of the mutant threat. The timeline may have changed, but the danger persists. There is no clean resolution, just the bitter knowledge that fear, once sparked, is difficult to extinguish. For Byrne, this arc was a farewell to the X-Men, his last story on the title before departing for nearly a decade. And yet, what a note to leave on. In just 2 issues, Days of Future Past challenges the optimism often found in superhero comics, replacing it with a chilling warning. Sometimes, even when heroes win, the system is too broken to be fixed. Legacy of a masterpiece. Decades later, Days of Future Past remains a benchmark not just for X-Men comics, but for serialized superhero storytelling. It's a masterclass in economy, packing dense character work, emotional stakes, and philosophical questions into 2 tightly written chapters. John Byrne's art doesn't just illustrate a dystopia, it defines it. His partnership with Claremont during this run arguably reshaped the Marvel Universe forever. In the canon of X-Men stories, few have had the cultural impact or emotional resonance of Days of Future Past. It's not just John Byrne's greatest arc on the title, it's one of the finest stories ever told in mainstream comics.